In this lesson, let's talk about customizing the SOLIDWORKS interface. And let's start by talking about the command manager. In order to do this, we're going to have to create a new part to at least have a document open while we're trying to customize the interface. So go up to the New button and press on that. Make sure Part is pushed and say OK. Now, the first thing that a lot of users say when they open up the SOLIDWORKS interface for the first time is, how can I get rid of that huge, ugly command manager with all of that wasted space in the interface? Well, there's a couple of things that we can do, but I'd like to point out a few things first. The SOLIDWORKS command manager looks like, but it's not exactly like the Windows ribbon. First of all, it's much more customizable than the Windows ribbon is. I actually like using the command manager once I've got it kind of sorted out in a way that makes sense. The first thing that I want to customize is the fact that this wastes a lot of space. Notice this big empty gray area up on the upper right-hand side. It's just a lot of wasted space. So one way to get rid of this is just to show all of the icons in a single row. And the way to do that is to get rid of these text labels. Now, I know that these text labels are probably good for beginner users. So if you're just starting out in SOLIDWORKS, you may want to leave the text labels where they are. But if you use SOLIDWORKS before and you know what all the icons mean, well, then you could get rid of these. So let's see how to do that. Just right-click in the Command Manager area and turn off the option that says Use Large Buttons with Text. That saves a lot of interface space. Now, you still do have a fair amount of wasted area up here, but it's not as much as it was before. Now, depending on your display, these icons may be showing up too small or just the right size. So let's go to Tools, Customize. You can get there through the drop-down menu, Tools, Customize, but it's faster if you just get there through the Options drop-down for Customize. Now, this has a couple of options in the upper right-hand side that I want to show you. The first one is Large Icons, and if I turn that off, notice what happens immediately is that these icons become very small. If you're really trying to optimize your SOLIDWORKS work area, this may be a good thing to have small icons. But if you have a small display on your laptop with very high resolution, you may want to use large icons because the small icons will just be too small. In any case, I'm going to use the large icons setting just to make everything a little more visible. We'll come back to this Customize dialog box quite often in the next several lessons. Another thing I want you to notice is the Enable Command Manager option in the upper left-hand corner. You can use this to turn off the Command Manager and go back to using just regular toolbars. And you can use the regular toolbars by turning them on or off in this list. So let's say OK. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the two major tabs of the Command Manager that you'll be using. The first one is obviously Features, because you'll frequently make features. That's what we do in SOLIDWORKS. But the other one is Sketch. And so before you make a feature, you have to sketch something, usually, for most features. So your workflow in SOLIDWORKS will involve using the Sketch tab, sketching something, and then switching to the Features tab to select the feature, and then switching back to sketch something, and then going back to Features. So that's a lot of switching back and forth in the interface that you don't necessarily need to do. So the one thing that I like to do is to right-click again in the Command Manager area, go down to the Sketch toolbar, and turn that on. What this does is it causes the Sketch toolbar to appear on the right-hand side. So we will always have the Sketch toolbar available, and the features will be available as long as we're not doing something else. since I have the sketch in the command manager and I also have it as a regular toolbar, let's get rid of it in the command manager. To get rid of a tab in the command manager, just right click and select or deselect. In this case, we'll deselect. I want to put in, let's say, the surfaces tab. So I'll right click again and put in surfaces. Okay. So now I've set my toolbar area up so that it makes a little more sense. Notice though, on the display that I'm using here, I have a double arrow at the bottom of my sketch toolbar. That's because I'm recording this at a resolution of 1280 by 720. And that means that the sketch toolbar is taller than my display. So at the bottom here, I have this double arrow. If I click that, that gives me a flyout for the remaining icons that I don't have room for on the screen. So there are a few icons on here that I don't use very frequently, and I want to change them around. So let's go back again to the Tools Customize dialog and go to the Commands tab this time. In this case, come down to the Sketch page, and this allows me to see all of the different sketch icons that are available. Well, in these lessons, I'm not really going to use this 3D plane thing, so I'm just going to grab that and drag it into the display, and it goes away. Okay, the next thing I really don't use is this sketch point, and so I'll just pull this off. You'll see with each item that I pull off, I get some additional items at the bottom of the list. Now this sketch pattern, I'm not going to use that, and I won't use this. I do use this, however. I'm going to move this up to the top. And let's get rid of the text sketch as well. And pull this off. And this and this. Okay. Now I've got some extra space in here that I can make use of. Notice that everything in the interface uses a drop-down. In some cases, that's good, because drop-downs save space. But the thing that you trade off with when you use a drop-down menu or toolbar like this is that you're adding extra clicks. So the things that you use frequently should be on separate toolbar buttons. So I'm going to take this line command, which is something I use pretty frequently, and I'm going to put the line command back on. But notice what happens. It doesn't have a drop-down. Okay, and the thing that's on the drop-down is the center line. So a center line and a regular line are separate icons, and so I'll have them set up this way. Now, on the sketch drop-down, there's also a 3D sketch option, and I don't use the 3D sketch very frequently, but I want it to be clear when I am using the 3D sketch. So I'm going to take this icon off and put the 2D sketch back on. Notice it comes back in without a drop-down. And I'll put the 3D sketch on just after the 2D sketch. Now, if you do want to add something with the flyout, all of the flyout toolbars are available at the top of the list. And here you can find things like the display delete relations, which is right here, the sketch that we just removed, the line command that we just moved, and the rest of the sketch flyouts in this list. So once I've got the toolbar set up the way I like it, I'll just say OK. And this part of the interface is set.